Please stand. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance and start prayer, and we'll start into our meetings. Jim Oswald, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will you please bow our heads? Dear Heavenly Father, please shine your grace upon us. Help us to make good and wise decisions. Help to keep our meeting peaceful and cordial. And please protect us as we all travel home. In your name we pray. Amen. Well, I'd like to welcome everybody here to the March 7th, 2017 Wells County Council meeting. First thing we have on the agenda is the minutes. I assume everybody received their minutes. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, do we have a motion to accept the minutes from the February meeting?
So moved.
Second. We have a second. All in favor signify by raising your hand. Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Next thing we have here is the additional appropriations. I assume everybody received that also. It's pretty much formality of what we had from our last meeting when we, in reference to the sheriff's office for jail supplies. I guess at this stage, so these gentlemen don't have to get up, does anybody have any questions? I mean, it's pretty much the same numbers. There's no changes, right, from what?
For the video court?
Yeah, for the video court, I'm sorry.
You're correct.
Yeah, everything's the same there. Any questions from any of the council members?
No.
Nope. I guess if not, do we have a motion to accept the additional appropriations as presented?
Also moved.
We have a motion. We have a second.
I'll second it.
We have a second. All in favor signify by raising your hand. Opposed, the same. Motion carries. That was quick. And we do appreciate that. That was very thorough and very informative. And I'll tell you, it makes our decisions a whole lot easier when you guys present it the way you do. So
We appreciate
that. Thanks. I guess at this stage, I guess you do. Yeah, Monty's not going to be here tonight.
Monty is not here tonight, so I'm filling in for him real briefly. I handed out to each of you the annual jail report from the jail commander and the yearly figures on income. The only other thing I really have to report is we have 71 inmates, 5 DOC, and 19 F6 DOC that we're housing right now. So, unless you have any other questions, there's nothing else on the agenda that I needed to report. Other than I thank you guys for, and the judge, thank you for support and for the video court, and hopefully we can report back to you down the road some success stories out of that. So we appreciate it.
Sounds good.
So, thank you.
Any questions for Scott before we leave? Because if not, we appreciate it.
Thanks for appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh, Andy. Oh, okay. If you'd like to step up, Andy, I'm sure there's some sheets here. Andy, you're going to be representing CADA.
Okay, yep, Citizens Against Drug Abuse. Before I start, I want to say thank you for the video report as well. That would be beneficial to my office and everyone to do that. I am here on behalf of CADA. I think it was initially designed to be in connection with a request for an appropriation, but apparently the higher-ups in the organization didn't get that formal request in, so I'm kind of making my report tonight, but the actual appropriation paperwork will be in front of you next month. Is that correct, Beth?
That's correct, yes. We'll be at your next meeting.
All right. As you probably already know, CADA is the Citizens Against Drug Abuse, and we are the entity within Wells County that is statutorily charged with making certain grants to entities that apply for those grants for drug rehabilitation, drug abuse prevention, substance abuse treatment, and the monies that we approve grant-wise are not monies that are raised by tax levies by the county, but they're monies that are collected through the courts through either the drug interdiction fee or the alcohol countermeasure fee, which are fees that are assessed as they sound either in alcohol or in drug cases where a person's convicted of again, they're statutorily aligned offenses. And this year, and entities may request to us And we had this year $10,691.54 to distribute. I think you've all got the sheet. Yep, we have to distribute within 4 different categories. We are charged with making equal distribution in those 4 categories, although we can request a waiver to move monies from one category to another, except within respect to the administration expenses. And so our 4 categories are the administration expenses, wherein we've asked for an appropriation to be equal to 1/4 of the money that we had to distribute, which is the $2672.88. We've also asked for, and I'm going to jump to the bottom now, the appropriation to include some distribution for judicial programs, which are the probation drug testing program, family-centered services teen court program, and the total request from that category of offenses, as you can see down at the bottom, only totaled $1737.50. And so we have asked the state to allow us to move some of those funds into the education prevention category, which they either have or will approve. It's kind of a formality, I believe, that they approve the moving of those funds. But even within that category, as you can see, that's the second category. There was requested $51.50, and even moving as much money as we can in there, we only had $3631.16 to distribute. And so, through a complicated formula drawn up by Mark Misch, basically a pro rata, depending on how many. They're almost all, as you can see, drug testing programs with the schools. And based on the pool of who gets tested, we distributed those on a pro rata basis. And again, there's some requests that came in through the treatment and intervention. And again, we distributed, or will be distributing on your approval, $2,650 for that program. So, again, if not any formal action to be taken tonight, I can answer questions maybe. But if you take this information to your next month's meeting, we'd ask you to approve our appropriation for the $10,691.54.
Can you help me out? What did we spend last year on that?
They always go by whatever the amount was collected for the prior year.
Okay.
So, and it usually is somewhere between the,
It's right in
And
that same category.
yeah,
I think it's a little bit more
12,000.
this year.
Okay.
We distribute all of the money that we collect. We
Right.
just period. We
Yeah.
distribute it out again. We try and defray some of the administration expenses of ourselves, and we're allowed to do that. But as you can see, then 75% of it goes directly to programming.
Any other questions?
How much is a random drug test?
20.
How much?
Yeah,
Just the school
I
charge?
mean,
The school purchases random drug tests. Now, our school purchases them, they're $25. Now, $25 gets you more than one drug test. But it is that's how much they cost. And I think everybody uses the same group, which is ASL. They're through Northern Indiana.
I was just trying to get an idea how many people can be tested for these monies.
It's $25, and I'm not sure because I don't go up there when they do the drug testing. I just know that it's $25. Now, we test for drug, alcohol, and also tobacco. I'm not sure if all of them's like that.
Under that one same test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I don't really know because I'm never up there. I'm on the CADA committee, and I also write the grant for our school. But I'm not sure when they tell me it's $25 per test. I don't think that's for individual test. I think there's a group of testing. Maybe that group of testing is just those items I just mentioned. I'm not sure. I'm never up there when they actually do the drug testing to know how that comes in. But it is $25 per test or per item that you purchase because I've recently asked them for the cost.
One of the grants I'm looking at, Steve, specifically says says $22 each for the testing, and they say that their total testing program budget is $35.44, and of course our money is only paid for a portion of that.
And the 22 is for an individual. To be
Yes,
tested.
and
Could be for
again,
multiple things.
could be
but-
22, I'm not sure. I'm thinking that might be without the tobacco.
That
I don't
could
know.
be. Southern Wells says 25
Yeah.
per test. Norwell's, both their middle school and their high school say 22, and Bluffton say 22 also.
Is
So
that
it
all
may
the
not be the
same?
same panel.
Is that all the same company? Oh, they don't say that.
I don't know if it says what company they specifically use here.
More out of curiosity, how do they determine if someone needs to be tested? Is it that they show up at school and are showing signs of something, or?
I can probably answer that question not based upon being with CADA, but because I was Bluffton's attorney for a while.
Okay.
You are in the pool for high school if you participate in any extracurricular activity,
Okay.
or if you drive to school. It's kind of like workplace drug testing. There has to be a basis to test, but that basis can be pretty broad.
Okay.
And so, in the high school, 95% maybe in the pool, something like that. It's a very,
Yeah.
very large number
Okay.
for high school.
And it's random. So the place ASL for us actually pulls those students
Okay.
for us, and that's who we test. And it's a
certain
swab.
amount per
It's a
year,
swab.
per semester or whatever.
We do it once a month. Some schools I think might do it a little different. I'm not sure. It seems like Bluffton Middle School maybe every other week. I can't remember now, but
Is it basically set up to the athletic directors? I mean, like the people, the names that are on here, do they make?
usually
Those calls
the assistant principal or in
Yeah,
our
I'm
case
just,
it
there's
is
some names of contact persons. I didn't know if that had anything to do with.
no. That's just
Would
on
mean anything.
who's
Okay.
on
Who's on the committee?
who's
Who's on
on
the
the
committee, okay.
CADA committee.
Bluffton's, their grant application said they do 5 tests per week for Bluffton high school students grades 9 through 12. 94% of the population was in the pool last year.
All right, thank you.
And I think they're allowed to do suspicion testing also.
Yes.
So it's random or,
I hope so.
or suspicion testing as well.
Yeah.
It's
And
under
I-
the same program.
I believe also a parent can call in and ask that their student be tested.
Okay.
I don't think that happens very much at our school, but I think that one of the other schools said that they have had parents call in and wanted their child tested.
It's a neat way to do it. Okay.
Any other
Thank you.
questions for Dr. Palmer? If not, what'd you do to your foot?
I
Get in
broke
the wrong place?
broke one of the bones playing racquetball.
Sports injury.
Yeah. Or an age injury. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
They told me there would be no questions.
Well, they might have been wrong.
You handled them well.
Thank you.
Okay, next thing we have here is the solid waste salary miscellaneous business.
Yes, and under the miscellaneous business, yes, I did have the contract that has been signed by the Board of Commissioners and the Solid Waste District, so now it is to the council.
I was gonna say, I assumed that everybody received that from Roy. Sent them out to us. Looked like the only changes in it was just the salary.
Yeah, that's what we
amounts,
changed,
so
is just the
everyone's-
amounts of the salary, and their salaries just go up to just the same as what county employees does.
So I guess, do we have a motion to accept the salary, or excuse me, the contract for solid waste for 2017?
So moved.
Motion, we have a second? All in favor,
Who
signify.
seconded that?
I do.
Any other further discussion? If not, I guess we can vote with our hands. Who's all in favor, signify by raising your hand. Opposed, the same. Motion carries. All right. Pretty quick here. Anything else?
Let's see what else I had here. Just letting you, to put in the minutes here, that the 2017 certified budget order was received, and I sent that out to everyone. So, so we'll make that a part of our meeting minutes today, that budget order. Did anybody have any questions on it or anything? Okay. And that's all I have.
Okay. I guess I'd like to bring up, I think you've seen through the commissioners and seen some of the information here, we're starting bringing up discussion about the highway garage. Excuse me, about the possibility of a new highway garage. And it was brought up that, all of us, I think Jim, they'd mentioned you've been out there, and I know I've been out there, and it was brought up if nobody's been out there, it'd be a very good thing if you could go out.
Please go.
Yeah, just to get a bird's eye view of everything so you can see what we do have out there. And if you would like to go out as, 2 or 3 people or whatnot, we can get with Nate and he can actually take us a tour if you'd like, or if not, if you're just short of time, we can just head out or, on your own or whatnot and just, go ahead and tour the facility there on your own. So it's something I guess we're going to be having a discussion with here in the next few months and going into the next few years here, what we need to plan for that. So I guess not. Anything else from any of the council members? I guess if not, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All in favor signify by raising your hand. Opposed, the same.